Well, hello YouTubers, hello Facebook people, hello Twitter people, and hello LinkedIn people. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, I tell you, the world events just keep coming, don't they? We had North Korea last week, and now this week we have the Pope. I wanted to come here to talk to you. I've been getting some panicked letters. People are getting very scared. They're saying, Bob, I heard something about with the change of the Pope comes the end of the world. Well, I want to talk to you guys about that. The rumors that you are hearing about the end of the world are coming from an ancient prophecy. Back in the Middle Ages, in the 1100s, there was a Catholic bishop, an Irish, he was from Ireland, named Malachy. He has since become Saint Malachy. He was a mystic. And Saint Malachy had a vision one day of all the popes till the end of time. And according to the prophecies, the last pope, after the last pope, the end of the world would come. Now, I actually have studied for many years the ancient prophecies of Malachy, and I have to tell you, I am not somebody who's normally a believer in crazy prophecies. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. But I will say that the prophecies of Malachy, of all the different prophecies I've read, are eerily accurate. If the prophecies of Malachy are correct, there will be a new pope arriving very soon. And the new pope will, according to the prophecy, be known as Peter the Roman. Now, let me back up just a little bit so you kind of understand how the prophecies work. The prophecies give details that reflect and represent the reign of each pope. So, for example, when Pope Benedict XVI became pope, everybody looked into the prophecies of Malachy, and they said, wow, it's been pretty accurate up till now. During the reign of the current pope, the prophecy said he will be known as the glory of the olive. Well, when they elected Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger, everybody said, see, that prophecy's fake. Cardinal Ratzinger has nothing to do with olives. There's no symbolic connection. Well, then he took the papal name of Benedict. When a new person becomes pope, many times they take a new name. So he was Joseph Ratzinger. Then he became Pope Benedict XVI. This name came because he admired previous popes named Benedict as well as Saint Benedict, who founded the Benedictine order of monks and nuns. The Benedictine order's symbol is the olive, or the olive tree. So it's very interesting that the prophecy said the next pope would be the glory of the olive. Well, then a pope took a name that directly ties to the olive. So a lot of people are saying this is very interesting. Now, if we follow the prophecies of Malachy, and I'm going to put a video link so you can watch and learn more about this in detail, the next pope will be known as Peter the Roman. And then it says after his reign will come the end, literally the end of the world. Now, this is very interesting because Peter the Roman could be taken many ways. Some people speculate that it means that the Pope will actually have the name of Peter, or that he may take the name of Peter. There's also the Roman element, which indicates that he may be very connected to Italy or the former seat of the Roman Empire. I'm not sure how this is going to play out yet, so we're going to see. But I think it will be very interesting to watch in the coming days as the papal elections come. It's interesting because for the Pope to resign is not just a casual matter. The Pope has two roles. He's a spiritual leader as well as a royal person. He is a prince and a monarch as head of the Vatican. So he has kind of a dual role as a head of state and a spiritual leader. There is speculation in the news now that they've named 4 people that they're looking at as possible successors. One of them is from Canada. I believe two of them, one of them may be French, then maybe it's two from Canada. One is from Italy and one from Africa. The one that is African has the name, interestingly, Peter Turkson. So you might want to look that name up. Very interesting. Now, there's another one which is Italian, and that would certainly fulfill the prophecy of the Roman side. It's been speculated that many in the Vatican want to bring back an Italian pope, for traditionally many of them have been Italian. So, all we can say at this point is that the next pope, according to the prophecy, is supposedly the last pope. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that's the prophecy. And the name or the symbol of him will be known as Peter the Roman. So for those of you who are panicking, I'm going to ask everybody, calm down. We don't know that it's the end of the world. I'm not picking it up as a psychic that we're at the end of the world. But I can say that the prophecy of Malachy has been eerily accurate. And so you can be assured that I am watching this all very, very closely. So, now, Pope Benedict XVI will retain the throne of St. Peter until the 28th, till the end of this month, in February the 28th, 2013. Then the church will enter into a state which is called sede vacante, which means empty chair or empty throne. So the seat of St. Peter, or it's commonly called the throne of St. Peter, will be vacant at that time until a new pope is elected. So let's all watch this closely and let's see what's happening. Perhaps the next pope will be Peter the Roman, and if this prophecy can be fulfilled, then we will talk about that again. But in the meantime, I want everybody to be calm. Don't panic. Let's be careful. Let's be vigilant. You know, as a Wiccan, Wicca means wise one. And people who are wise pay attention to the world around them. So let's be wise and watch this carefully and not have fear. In the meantime, I'd like to ask all of you to remember Pope Benedict. Let's send light and healing and blessing to him. I think he has a very, very difficult job. And I think that he's done a very good job. I'll be honest, and I'll tell you, I was not a fan of him becoming Pope. I think as a cardinal, he had a very hardline stance that I think was very intolerant. But interestingly, one of the things I said at the time was, I said the papacy will humble him. And interestingly, after he became Pope, he started to be kinder and more compassionate and more open to dialogue. And so I think the papacy has actually transformed him into a much more reflective person. Now, I know some of you are going to attack me and say, but Bobby did this and this and this. I'm not saying he's perfect. But I also know that I'm not going to sit in judgment on anybody, because we don't walk in those shoes. I think to be a pope is a very profound, difficult, and a very humbling experience. It's a job that I certainly wouldn't want. So we're going to send light and healing to him. As a person, whether you agree with his religious views or his statements, we can recognize that he's a human who has declared that he is in a place of suffering. So let us send healing light to the Pope and pray for him to have a smooth transition into private life. And then we'll begin the watch. And we're going to have more about this in the coming weeks as we see what unfolds at the Vatican. So keep it here at Spirit Channel, and I'll be sure to bring you my insights on the unfolding drama from the Vatican. Guys, thanks for being here. As we said in terms of North Korea, we're going to keep calm and carry on. Thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed and you want to keep following all this, click that subscribe button. I'd sure love to hear from you. Put comments in the box below. Give me thumbs up. Thank you for your support. Blessings to you all.